Hi everyone. So tonight is about how to brand your Facebook page. So I'm going to go through some basic tips that I've got for you. I'm going to go through what branding actually is, and why you need to brand your Facebook page. So I'll just see if anyone's going to jump on. If not, everybody can watch on replay. So what I'm going to start with is what branding actually is, just to explain it to you. Some people tend to get a little bit mixed up with that, and then I'll go into why it's important to brand your Facebook page. So first of all, what's branding? So branding is everything. It's what your company stands for, it's how you communicate, the aesthetics of your brand, so how you present your logo, your colour scheme, your font, all that kind of stuff. It's your story and the history about your company as well, so it's everything encompassed together that creates your brand. It's not just your logo alone, it's everything together. So why should you brand your Facebook page? So, Facebook's used by 1.5 billion monthly users, so you want to be engaging with a percentage of those to improve your business, to make your business successful, to get people to buy from you, and to get people to know about your business. So Facebook is a massive player when it comes to advertising now. We all know that. Good branding distinguishes you from your competition. So if you get your branding right, people know why they should come to you as opposed to your competition, and I'm going to go through that in a minute. It makes you easily identifiable, so people know who you are by your branding, by the way you talk, by your story, etc. And it builds authority and credibility within your industry as well if you've got a solid brand. So I'm going to go through some top tips on branding your Facebook page. So first of all, define your mission. So what's your purpose? Now, the best way to do this on Facebook is in your story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around so that I can show you mine. So 1 second. Okay, so now this is my Facebook page, you can see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go down to this section here. So this is actually your story section. So if I click on this, blimey, what's happened? There we go. I had a little bit of a glitch there. So basically this is your story and about you. So I'll just quickly go through mine so you can see what I've done. So it's a little bit like your About Us page on your website, for example, if you've got a website. So first of all, I've put who we are, who are we. So it tells you a little bit about what Local Women in Business is. Tells you a little bit about our event specifically, and I've added imagery in there. Scroll down a bit more. Why network? So we're primarily a networking company. Why we're different from other networking companies. Got a little quote in there. A little bit about me, there's my face. A little bit about the things that I've done to tell you guys where I come from, what experience I've got, and why I feel that I should be doing this for you guys, and the experience I've got basically, and then our aim, what our aim or our mission is. So that is everything, but specifically in relation to defining your mission or your purpose. So mine's at the bottom here, so I'll go back to it. So just to give you an idea, so our aim is to connect business women and their male counterparts to other businesses in a positive setting, providing support, advice and resources on a wide variety of business topics to help women succeed in business and fill more senior leadership roles within organisations in the UK, creating true gender equality by helping women grow without excluding men from the conversation. So that's our Local Women in Business aim. So you need to define what your aim is, and the best place to do that on Facebook is in the story section. So I'll just quickly show you how to edit this. So in the top right hand corner, right at the top of the page, it says edit story. It'll give you some pointers on what to do and where. And then if I just click, for example, on this section, can you see these here? So you can add it. This is how I've added imagery, made that title a little bit bigger, so it's quite editable. So that's your Facebook story. And as I say, it's very much like your About Us page on your website. So the next thing, I'm just going to turn you guys back around. Hello. So the next thing is know your target audience. Okay, so what are their likes, their dislikes, their needs, their wants, and how can your product help them? So you need to understand your target audience. So a lot of people don't fall short on this, and I must admit in a previous business I did initially. I didn't really understand my target audience. So my target audience now is businesses in key locations and primarily women. And it's women that are mainly starting out as well. So that's my target market, and it's in the UK, and it's between a certain age as well. And I've done testing on that, so I know what age my advertising and my posts generally get the most engagement on. So there's a lot that comes into your target audience. So find out what yours is. Now you can do this through Facebook and through your insights section. So I'm going to turn you back around and quickly show you where to find that. So we're back again. So in the Insights section up here, click on Insights and let it load up. And there is a section here called People. I'm sorry, it's loading very, very slow tonight. Oh, blimey. It's probably generating all the data from you guys. But basically, in here you can see it shows you your fans, your followers, the people that you've reached and your people that you've engaged with. Now, if you've ever had a look at your insights before on Facebook, I mean, this is not loading right now, so I have quite a lot of problems with my insights. I'll turn this back. So if you've used your insights before, you'll know that it will tell you the things that I've just gone through, so where your target audience is. So next thing is understand your USP, your unique selling point. So what differentiates you from your competition? Now, the thing I recommend here is research your competition. What are they doing on Facebook? How is their Facebook page laid out? What sort of posts are they doing? What sort of language are they using? Are they fun? Are they serious? So do your research on your competition, because then that puts you ahead of them, because you know what they're doing and you can move one step forward. Use your cover photo to benefit showing why you stand out from your competition. So again, sorry guys, I'm going to turn around. So can you see here on mine? So I've updated mine recently, but what it actually says is local women in business. So it tells you guys that I'm a women in business company, but it actually tells you underneath that we're including men in the conversation, and that's what makes me different from other people. And I've got that on my cover image on my page, so everybody gets to see that. So that's me telling me, just turn you back around, what my USP is. So that's my USP, that I'm women in business, but the difference is that we include men in our conversations, and we really want to. So think about your USP, think about how you can display that on your cover image. The next point is define your voice and your personality. So are you fun, outgoing, serious, simple, classic, bold, empowering, inspiring, helpful? As you can see, giving an example with me, I like to be empowering, inspiring and helpful. So that's how I come across in all of my posts. That's how I hope I come across in all of my video blogs. I have had feedback from you guys that you do say, like, thanks for being so empowering and helpful and obviously inspiring. So I'm, fingers crossed, doing my branding right, but think about how you want your voice and your personality to come across as part of your brand, because that is part of your brand, it's not just your logo. Next thing, be consistent. So imagery, make sure your imagery is consistent, your font, your colour, your logo, your style, and make sure that it's consistent across all your social media platforms and your online, including your website. Promote your content as well. So if, for example, you've shared a video blog and you've done it 3 weeks ago and it was about something really, really important, you got a decent reach and people found it helpful, don't leave it there. Use it again in a few weeks' time and repost it, because what you've got to remember is you're trying to build your audience. So the likelihood is that more than half of your followers haven't actually seen that content yet, and it was valuable content. So make sure you're reusing and repurposing your content. I'm just going to quickly give you a couple of tips as well. I'm nearly there now. So ratio of posts, make sure that you're doing 80% content and 20% sales on your posts. The reason why I say this is because you will get more engagement. If you're only being seen to be sales posts all the time, people will get fed up and get bored and get disinterested. So make sure that 80% of your posts is content and 20% of your posts is sales. So I try and do video blogs, I try and do research and advice and support for you guys, and then 20% of my posts will be an event post or sign up to my newsletter and things like that. So more of my content is content based than it is sales based. So the last thing is be patient. A lot of people want branding to work for them straight away, and branding takes time. It's about building trust with your audience and letting them understand your story and who you are and who your business is. So don't expect branding to work for you straight away. It takes time. It takes working at and being consistent with it, like we've said, to get it to work for you. So I hope this has been helpful again for you. I'm sorry if I've sounded like I've babbled on, but I haven't pre-rehearsed this one. So share any comments you've got for me below in the comments, and please, if you don't mind, bob me a review on our page, just so that I can understand whether I'm doing the right thing for you, whether I'm providing you with valuable content, and the only way I get reviews is by asking you guys for them. So please give me some reviews. Tomorrow will be a Twitter networking post, so we're going to try and boost Twitter following for you guys tomorrow. Our networking posts have been exceptionally good. We've had over 270 comments on the last one, and that was just on the page where we shared it. It also had another 150, 200 comments, so we're getting lots of networking going on our networking post. So make sure you're involved in that, and that's going to start from 8 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.